To harken back to probably the most crucial aspect of Edwards' report, talk to us in about a month, paraphrasing the president's position here on additional sanctions. I wonder how Radek Sikorski feels about that, a member of the European Parliament, the former Minister of National Defense of Poland. Minister, we're honored to have you. Thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure.
So let's talk about the about a month thing. Do you see this crisis in Ukraine going another month?
Oh, I think that if the Russians prevail in the short run, Putin will have a guerrilla war for a decade. And of course, you cannot stop him with sanctions. Sanctions work in the medium term. What you can stop him with is anti-tank and anti-aircraft missiles. Some have been delivered, good. Ukraine now needs more.
So when you talk about what Russia could or couldn't do, very few seem to think that they won't swiftly take over the country. But much like the Soviet Union experience in the late 1970s, that all of a sudden guerrilla warfare and the like drags them down, makes them rethink what the heck are we doing here, and they leave. Is that part of the growing consensus?
I think Putin's plan A is to do a swift regime change in Kiev, a bit like the United States in Iraq. Right. And that worked quickly, but then, of course, it didn't. And the Ukrainians are not going to give up. For them, it's an existential struggle. Whereas our sanctions, even SWIFT, which I think is now going to come in, will work in a matter of months and years.
You know, President Zelensky in Ukraine had said, we're all on our own here, maybe expressing his frustration that big economic powers are not helping. What did you make of that?
It's true that Ukraine is not a NATO ally. You know, we in Poland joined, did our best, and joined in 1999. But we have equipped Ukraine. Countries have, the US, Britain, Baltic states, Poland. We have delivered handheld, effective missiles, which are destroying Russian tanks, helicopters, and planes. And the Ukrainians need to destroy more of them, and then this offensive will grind to a halt.
Let me get your sense, Minister, of what Poland is dealing with right now. You're getting flooded with refugees from Ukraine. Your country has allowed them all in, but it is getting overwhelming. How do you handle that?
That's the least of our problem, and of course will help Ukrainians. You know, we speak a similar language. We were the same country for 400 years. We already have 1 million Ukrainians in Poland. The European Union is the largest and the richest economy on earth. We can cope. The real issue is, how do you stop Mr. Putin from taking over Ukraine and from going further? And this you have to do by helping Ukrainians defend themselves.
Finally, sir, if Vladimir Putin succeeds in taking over the country, and we got into the notion of a short-term versus a long-term victory, but if he does, they're right next door to you. Are you worried?
Oh, yeah.
Is your country worried?
And he's already said that it was a mistake to give Soviet republics the right to secede. Remember, he has troops already in Moldova, in Belarus. He has recently intervened in Kazakhstan. And some of those former Soviet republics are members of NATO and of the EU. This is a man who's unloosened from reality and certainly from international law, and he's trying to establish the law of the fist. This cannot stand. We cannot accept this.
So you're convinced that if he takes over Ukraine, Poland could be next?
And we've been warning our friends and allies of this for years. And we were told, oh, you're oversensitive. Well, who was right? We were right. And now you should listen to what we are saying now. We need to beef up the eastern flank of NATO.
We'll watch it very, very closely. Minister, thank you very much for taking the time.
Pleasure. Bye.